Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Haunted Road, which is going to be a different, fresh take on the Survival Road tournaments. This is where you're going to be able to acquire tombstones as part of the Haunted Skirmish. Let's take a little look through it. So going over the intro, it says our next themed event makes an appearance this week. Get ready for the Haunted Road. The Haunted Road is a themed Survival Road tournament of which will run a total of 4 instances, 2 faction haunted roads and 2 solo haunted roads. This will be throughout the Haunted Skirmish event, not all in one go. The Haunted Road brings several changes to the Survival Road tournament formula. Half the total amount of stages. The Haunted Road will feature a total of 60 stages in the event. That means 12 total stages per milestone. Total Survival Road energy cap is doubled. You will now have a total of 16 energy during the event. Note, using a Survival Road energy refill will completely refill your energy up to the maximum amount of 16 energy during the event, not give you plus 8 energy. It will just max out your energy cap. Survival Road energy refill rate is doubled, so the rate at which each pip of Survival Road energy will refill during the event is doubled the normal rate, taking half the time it usually would. So refilling 16 pips of energy will take you the same amount of time as it would to refill 8 pips of energy as it did previously. However, cost per stage has been doubled. It will now cost you 2 Survival Road energy to run a stage. So basically the only thing that you really should pay attention to at this point is the fact that there are 60 stages. The rest sort of counters each other. The fact that you've got double the energy cap and the stages cost twice energy, that just counters each other. It's exactly the same. The energy refill rate I think comes out exactly the same as well per stage, because it obviously before it would take 15 minutes per energy to refresh. It's now going to take 7.5 minutes to refresh each energy, but you need 2 energy to run a stage, so it's still going to take 15 minutes to get enough energy to run a stage. The most important thing is the amount of stages has been reduced down to 60, which in my opinion is a really good change, just because there's just so many stages on Survival Road, and honestly it isn't much of a challenge until you get to like the last one, you know, the legendary, and I'd rather just be able to blitz through it and get there and use my cans to, you know, effectively win the tournament if I wanted to go in on it. Not have to come in and build teams constantly. The less stages there are, the less times I have to build teams. Right now, in the way SR works and the sort of quality of life updates that it hasn't had, that's a good thing. It also goes on to say the Haunted Road also offers the only chance to collect tombstones during the event, which you can exchange for various mods and mod scrap. Jack-o'-lanterns will be available to collect in rank and milestone rewards, and also via the faction mission event in faction haunted roads. To fix an issue with Survival Road scores, Survival Road event progress for both global and leagues leaderboards will reset when transferring regions beginning as of October the 21st. Now I'm pretty sure that transfers aren't open right now, but I could be wrong. But you might be able to transfer into 1A as a Wave 2 region. I'm not 100% sure. Now it does go over the new Haunted Road Tombstone missions. During a Haunted Road event, both faction and solo, 2 Haunted Road missions will be available for you to complete individually. By using Survival Road energy, you'll be able to progress through the milestones to earn tombstones and mystery bags. Completing all objectives in a mission will earn you bonus rewards. The mystery bags offered in the second mission have a chance of containing 7,500 survival markers, 30 tombstones, Survival Road energy refill, or a low chance at a random platinum mod. Now it does go over the Haunted Road missions, and as you can see it goes up to 120 Survival Road energy, and that's where you'll be capped. Once you complete all of them, you'll get a bonus reward of 40 tombstones. 120 Survival Road energy is completing Survival Road basically, because it's 60 stages that you can complete with that, and there are going to be 60 stages in the next Survival Road. However, there are bonus missions on top, and it is basically going to be another 160 energy to complete this, and that would basically be another 80 runs of the last stage effectively, or any stage, but you'd have to use another 160 energy to complete this. You do get a lot of mystery bags and a lot of tombstones on top. This is more of a bonus. The completion is going to give you 1 set of rewards, and then any extras you do on top is going to give you extra rewards. Lastly, it goes into the faction mission event where it's going to give out jack-o'-lanterns by the looks of things on faction haunted roads like the first one coming up. You will have an extra chance to earn jack-o'-lanterns if you work with your faction by completing survival road stages. Please note that these are only available during faction haunted roads and will not be available during solo haunted roads. Now, we have got one up right now, I believe, for the faction raid tournament. That is the Haunted Skirmish raid tournament where we actually got some jack-o'-lanterns there. So I kind of like these like little bonuses. And as you can see, do 1,200 stages as a faction and you'll get the last reward. But in total, it does look like you get about 1,700 by the looks of things. And that's enough to get 1k of Nick cards. So just by completing the faction element of this, you'll be able to get an extra 1k Nick cards if you so wish. It finishes off by saying during the Haunted Road events, you'll also be able to get jack-o'-lanterns through Milestone Rewards on both faction and solo roads, and that is obviously completion rewards. If you complete bronze, you'll get some extra jack-o'-lanterns. If you complete silver, gold, so on and so forth. So there's going to be quite a lot of rewards for the different elements. This is the only place you can get tombstones, however, and tombstones are spent on getting mod scrap, as we did see in the preview of the entire event. And those rewards are, as you can see on your screen. Now, it does say skull cost here, but it does obviously mean tombstone cost. This is a bit of a mistake of a copy paste, but it is going to be tombstone cost 100 for a random gold mod, and you can claim it up to 5 times. It's going to be mainly mod scrap that you're getting out of this at the end of things. It doesn't look like there's going to be a huge amount of mods. There's no plat mods in here, for instance. So I think this is more for newer players or people who just really unlucky with attack on attack or defense on defense mods. But that's Haunted Roads, and it should be a little bit more straightforward to complete in terms of how many times you have to build your team to complete a stage. I think most people are autofill until, at least gold, especially on the easier ones. I think even on the easier ones, most people are autofill. It's when it gets into the harder ones. If there are reduced stages on those, happy days. Because having to build your team every time for those is so dull, so frustrating. And until we get some quality of life updates there, I think these smaller updates just to reduce the amount of stages that we have to do are very nice. Thank you very much. I don't mind this too much. It is kind of weird though, where they've doubled the energy. 16 energy, but then double the energy of how much it requires to do the stage. I'm not sure why they do that. I mean, that is kind of interesting. It doesn't make much sense to me, but there must be a reason behind it somewhere. I'm not sure. It is worth knowing that you're going to refill your full energy, naturally, still in the same amount of time, 2 hours. So it's not going to give you any real benefit. Yeah, there's not really any change there. There's a visual change from 8 to 16. Whether that's going to be permanent or just for the Haunted Roads, we'll have to wait and see. But that is the end of my video. Do tell me your thoughts on Haunted Road. Do you like these little changes to Survival Road? Are there things that you'd like to see implemented? Are there ideas you've got to make Survival Road a bit of a better experience, other than the obvious, where we can create our own teams and easily select that? Is there any sort of changes to the actual way Survival Road works that you'd like to see? I do remember once upon a time there was a bug tournament where I think it was like 4 or 8 stages per section, like completion. That was actually a lot of fun. It's a shame that never came back. It was definitely a bug, but it was a lot of fun to complete quickly. But thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Do leave your comments down below. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.